Welcome back, everyone. This is Nate from Nate's Here and There. Today we are here back at historic Camden. They are doing a Pirates Festival. I hate to tell you this, it don't look like there's too many people here. But we're gonna walk around and see what I really don't see anything they have. But we'll walk around and see. So grab a chair, sit back, and enjoy. We're here. We just got through the gate. The only bad thing about it, there it goes. It's raining. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, my wife was talking about it. They got things going on in the houses too.
Oh, not technically. Looks like it's on the porch.
We was able to come in this is one of the buildings that we were able to come into. Now, in the regular days, you won't be able to come in here.
That's a good friend. Yeah, I've written a book and I'm going to go talk to some illustrators tomorrow.
Part of the house that we have never been into. Right here. Make it up like a bar. We would go back outside, but it's raining. I hate that. But I think you come in here and play checkers or chess.
Well, they had several goals. They wanted to be closer to the Caribbean, but they also wanted to, as time has continued to drag on.
I like some of these plates right here. I think that's pretty cool right here. This is they said that this is part of the Pirates Museum. They got Charlie Rogers over here. And it said this is the most notorious pirate. This is Edward Teach, Blackbeard. And Captain William Kidd.
There's a place to get tattoos, and there's some things that you can look at, so lots of good information about pirates and pirate flags. And also, for when it's up.
And this is, what does the pirate symbol on the flag mean?
All over, there's treasures for your own. So this map will show you there's 12 places where you can find a treasure. And you'll go back and say, hey, yeah.
Hey, well, this is pitched in.
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. I know everyone's kind of trying to get it right.
This is some of the stuff they're selling in here.
Of course, what they really don't understand is board games.
Yeah.
No batteries included.
You get a Pirates bumper sticker.
So you heard of each part?
We actually live in Kershaw, 18 miles from here.
Right around the corner and up the block. Falls down few.
All right.
We have the Real reproductions. The Real was the Spanish dollar. The Spanish dollar was the most popular currency in the colonies. It's from the Spanish that we get the name dollar. How did they make change back then? When you wanted $50, that's what you got. $50. They would cut the coin in half. That's where it comes quarters, because it was cut into quarters. You cut a quarter in half and you got 2 bits. That's where 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1 comes in. And that's why pirates love pieces of egg.
Appreciate it. I like this flag right here, no guts, no glory.
The same one.
And they got one of these set up as for
So I can get our umbrella ready.
torture.
Don't scare me. Don't poke nobody in ya. Now.
And they actually got a real cannon right here. That's a real cannon.
You didn't poke anybody in that.
We heading down here to the blacksmith now. They over here. They got the blacksmith out where they can. They're working on demonstrating different things. You know, demonstrating making different nails and stuff, metal.
What is that rig?
It's I do YouTube.
But you gotta think, they were working back in the 1700s, so they don't know what a cell phone is.
You've done a lot of filming, but you didn't have gimbals in your time.
No, I was back in the film era.
Yeah.
I have a Ronin M gimbal.
I have a couple of digital cameras. I just don't get much of a kick out of it.
Well, yeah, because you have the better cameras. You have the fun cameras. You have the ones where the quality was insane.
Well, actually, if you take a look at the relative images, it's the same thing with music. Is if you look at an analog recording versus a digital recording, the analog recording records at a much higher definition. And when you talk about digital photographs versus analog photographs, the very slow film, which had a very fine grain structure, versus the very fast film that doesn't.
Not only that, his era of film, the color grade was just, we will never get that color grade in a digital camera. It is not possible.
Although there are digital cameras that have been built where it's actually using multiple rays. But this guy has taken a picture of the Grand Canyon, and when it's zoomed all the way out, you have a high definition Grand Canyon, but you can zoom in and see that person that's 4 miles away and count the moles on his face because of the number of arrays that they're using.
Yeah, it's mine. The camera I use that you see me here on is a 42 megapixel, and if I get a lens big enough, I can do that. It's so much.
Okay, but you have two different ways that an image is saved. You have the image where it's actually giving you the actual edited image, but you also have the native.
Yeah, the raw file.
Right.
I don't give people raw files because people don't realize how ugly raw files are. People get quite deterred when they see raw files.
Right. So right now you're in the hardware store that you would have had when you in the 1700s, back when this was current technology. And so you.
Now I got to say this is not back in the 1700s. They didn't have a Kubota back in the 1700s.
So that's how you always do.
To be honest with you, I had a map, but it got soaking wet. So I really don't have a map anymore. So I don't know, we're just gonna walk because, like I said, my map got wet. And it's still kind of raining out here. It's, we can actually go in different, they have different buildings we can go in. So I think we're going to go in one of these other houses right here. I never seen this before. It's Bonds Conway, a memorial plaque honoring 1763 to 1843.
The pirate.
You can go ahead.
You like my pirate? Pirate.
We need
I like
them
that.
some pie. Be
So
the
this is-
mascot for Pirates School.
Yeah, this is the pirate school.
Yes, so I'm going to be teaching the kiddos how to use these cutlasses and go across and defeat the British. And then we might rescue some of our mates later in the stocks.
Craven House. Pretty good. How you?
I'm good. I know you're not youngins, but I do have pirate information up here. Have you ever heard of Jean Lafitte? Jean Lafitte is a very mysterious and little known about pirate that was here in North Carolina. He helped Andrew Jackson in the War of 1812. He kind of disappeared, so nobody knows a whole lot about him. But there are these two ladies that have done lots and lots of research, and they started with Jean Lafitte and they worked up to where he disappeared. There's a gentleman in Lincoln, North Carolina, and they researched him back to where he appeared. And it seems to be that Jean Lafitte moved to Lincoln, North Carolina, reinvented himself, gave himself a new name, and lived and died and is buried in Lincoln County, right here in North Carolina.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
'Cause I do-
Their book is called Jean Lafitte Revealed. You can find them on Facebook. It is an awesome read, and they just came out with their second book. They have found more information, and they've come out with their second book.
The reason I say that because I do cemeteries. I do YouTube,
Oh, cool.
and I found Andrew Jackson's mother and father.
Oh, awesome. Now, see, Jean Lafitte helped Andrew Jackson in the War of 1812. So when we first started doing something about Jean Lafitte, this is all the information we could find. Very elusive, not a whole lot of information. And then we met these two ladies. What?
Lied about himself.
Oh, he lied. Like all pirates, they lied. They all lied. But they started doing this research because they have this gentleman in Lincoln County that's buried, and there was suspicions about him being something other than what he said he was. So they started doing research, and they did from his grave back to where he appeared in Lincoln County. But they did research on Jean Lafitte from Louisiana up to they found this. But their book is really cool. You should go find it. Like I say, they're on Facebook. We asked them to be here today, but they weren't able to come. They had a prior engagement, so we're hoping maybe next year we'll get them to come out here. They do this wonderful little presentation about Jean Lafitte.
We are here. I don't know what this is. It says archery. And I think they got it closed off right now because of the rain. But this is a vendor, and they have different. It says free fudge samples, different jewelry and stuff. And there's two other YouTubers out here too. This is Carolina Tony, right here. So go check his channel out. It's Carolina Tony. The other people that's out here for the camping out. The Charles Laurel Few tents. They got two tents set up, and they got kind of like a foyer in the middle. Here's another with the guns, pistols. Oh, they sat there shooting a cannon off too.
Yep.
It's like the same thing. I do YouTube.
Okay. Which?
Nate's here and there.
What is it?
Nate's here and there.
Okay. You must be Nate.
Yep.
Nasty Nate. Yeah, I do small arms and display and show them that this is what they used to shoot at you. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but it is. Puts a big old hole in you.
That's not a real big cannon there shooting. That's not a real big cannon. Now my microphone's gonna probably mess up. But I'm walking up here now. He's about to shoot it.
This one here will throw a golf ball up 400 yards.
Nice.
On an ounce and a half of powder.
Yeah, I think I overthrew the hole.
Peterson Arms out of Florida.
Oh, really?
Under 200.
Wow.
Just for the two. Yes, he's good for the two.
Yeah, just in case.
There were no gloves in the ammo box nor the wood crate.
Grab a can!
I like this fort right here. I think this is really cool. They got the way they got this set up. Oh, they got the redcoats up here too. Like I said, we've been here before. And they got the big cannon right there. They ain't shooting that one. They're shooting the other ones.
You guys, yay, the Patriots would march across the Continentals. The guys in red, the bad guys, we'd be on the other side. But that wasn't like this in South and North Carolina. They came down here. We had people in the upstate. We had mountaineers. We had pioneer families.
It's up to you.
They had been fighting the indigenous Americans for years, and they knew how to fight like the indigenous Americans. The British actually called us quite ungentlemanly because when they shot at us, we'd hide behind trees, which makes sense to me. So we would bushwhack them. We fought very much like the indigenous Americans, American Indians, and they weren't used to that. And actually, Cornwallis, as he marched through the Carolinas, battle after battle after battle, he won, but he was getting his army destroyed by us. And the thing was, one of the first battles, he thought it was just a fluke because there was no army down here. That was the other thing. George Washington had the only army. And he was going to march to the Carolinas. He's like, there's no army to defend me. It was these mountain people that come down. Here's the thing, people in the upstate, they were Irish, Scotch-Irish, and Scottish. And those people did not like the British. They didn't care too much about paying taxes. They didn't care too much about taxation without representation. They did care a lot. They did not want to live under British rule. And so the first battle, it was 500 or 1,000 of them. And then battle after battle, Cornwallis is like, where are these people coming from? They're not wearing the blue coats. They're wearing, deer skin, stuff like that. They're coming out in the thousands. And what happened was they finally crippled Cornwallis's army. The giant final battle was the Battle of Guilford Courthouse in Greensboro, North Carolina. This is after 2 years of struggling. And he finally crawls into Virginia and crawls into Yorktown, and his army the back is broken of the British army. He started out with 5,000 troops in Charleston. When he marches into Yorktown, he's down to 900 troops, which meant he could be easily defeated, which is why he retreated into Yorktown. I don't know if there are any Vietnam veterans or if you know any. No disrespect to you, but historians compare the Southern campaign of the British Army to Britain's Vietnam. The fighting was so nasty down here. It was unlike they were used to. Because indeed, we fought like the indigenous Americans. If you saw that movie Patriot, that's the way we fought, and they weren't used to it. Cornwallis goes to Yorktown. He surrendered. The French show up, and the French finally talked George Washington to come down to Virginia, and he surrenders. We win. Yay! And that is the end of the war, although it took 2 more years before they would sign a peace treaty because they didn't have iPhones, and it took 3 weeks to travel. So there you go. But thank you so much for coming. Any questions?
Yeah, so Scotch and Irish, were they brought with, were they brought as indentured servants? Like, what was their beef?
The first slaves in America were actually Irish. About 400 to 900 of them altogether.
And so where does their beef with the...
So some of the stuff on the back side. This is the back side of tents right here. some stuff right here. They got their lantern, their pistol, and their sword. They got a fire going over here. Another YouTuber here today, Carolina Tony. What's going on, man?
Not a thing. I just have my trustworthy. I spit on you. I have my trustworthy umbrella because hopefully it's gone now.
Yeah, it rained on us a little bit earlier. So go check his channel out. It's Carolina Tony. We're walking around here at the
Okay, we love the water.
Pirates Festival and run into another YouTuber. Introduce yourself.
It is Todd Venture, and good to run into Nate too while we're out and about. It's really active here, a lot of pirates, so you gotta be careful. Watch your wallets.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Tell us a little bit about your channel.
Well, I cover all the stuff that Nate covers. I cover a lot of history, do a lot of small towns, I do conventions, I do certain events, do food and cover that as well. Do cars, a lot of classic car stuff, and also do cosplay and costuming stuff, and whatever. A lot of it's word of mouth too. So I'll go to the amusement parks. We're gonna do a lot of haunted events this year, a lot of haunted events. So be ready for that.
Appreciate it. Have a good one. My wife just ended up getting. She got some pirate treasure, some pirate booty. Vendor right here has got hats and mugs and t-shirts, and this one, we're over here where the vendors are. This one right here has got leather.
I hate it. I actually put a metal building up. And it was, I had a hell of my back because I had no eyes. It went back to shit.
We've been inside this house right here. So, and this is where they do the pottery once a month. And this is a shed down here that they have different, it's like they cook under this shed. Wash, they have a wash tub over there. And they're cooking something good over here. Either beans or...
When you stand in front of 3,600.
And there's another tent that's set up like the other one over there. It's got a foyer in it and two tents on each side. Last time I was down here, they're building something right here. I wonder if this is a new shed for the blacksmith. I don't know, but I seen them work on it last time I was down here. I've done this covered wagon before in one of my other videos, but this is the Cadillac of the 1700s. I think that's pretty cool. Here and filmed this. Up top is one of the coffins. Right here is one of the coffins that they buried the 14 soldiers in. You know, it's just a replica of one. I like this cannon right here too. I don't see what size cavalry is.
Hey, pirates! It's mini pirates! Let's go!
I think that's gonna do it for this one. We came here to the pirate show, had a good time, met two really nice YouTubers, Todd Ventures and Carolina Tony. So go check their channels out. So be safe, God bless, we'll catch you on the next one. And remember to love God, love others, and reach the world.